Hi friends, this is Kate Larsen. So it's that time of year and I've been thinking a lot about our nation's freedom and how blessed we are to live in the country that we do. And this is brought about by my thoughts about September 11th. And I know so many people have their stories about what happened to them, their feelings about it, and what they were doing. And if you would be so kind and indulge me, I'm going to share just a little bit of my story. So September 11th happened my freshman year at college, and it was my first semester away from home. And I remember waking up in the morning and I was getting ready, all busy, probably late because, sometimes I'm kind of tardy. And my roommate had the news on in the morning, and I saw that the first airplane had crashed. And I thought to myself, oh, what an awful accident. So I hurried on the bus and I got off to school, and I walked into our student union building. And it didn't take me very long to realize that the air in the room was different, and the feeling was totally solemn. And I realized that something was different. And as I kept walking, I saw that they had taken TVs. Yeah, they were like old school TVs. I'm really not that old. But hey, it's been 15 years, right? So they had taken TVs and they had placed them throughout the student union so that we could see updates of what was happening. And I saw that the second airplane had flown into the tower. And it was then that I realized that it wasn't an accident. And this began this sort of cycle of high emotions that I had and that I could tell from my friends and loved ones that were around. And I remember that time being very solemn, and there was fear and there was anger, but I also remember this intense sense of patriotism. And I remember participating in a candlelight vigil even while I was at work. And there was this sort of unity that was around, but it kind of seemed fleeting. But for me, in these kind of trials, I was blessed with a really unique experience that really brought me peace. And I was part of this amazing choir, and as was the tradition that we had at the time, our choir would go and perform and present worship services on Sundays to local churches. And the Sunday right after September 11th happened to be one of these scheduled, and our director decided that we would go ahead and we would continue with this. And so we did, and I remember there were lots of high emotions, and at least for some of us. For me, it's hard to sing when I've got those high emotions going. But there was a particular song that really, really touched me and moved me. And it was incredible. As we sang this song, it opened with a soloist, my friend Stephanie. If you're watching this, Steph, still love you. It's an amazing solo. And then it built into this quartet, and it was fantastic, the first verse. And then everybody joined in. And it was amazing. As our choir sung this song, the room was filled with unity and with peace. And I felt as if there were other voices. There were angelic beings there with us, and like they could just reach straight into my heart, and I felt total and complete peace. And I bawled, and I think it's probably the first time that I was able to bawl and sing at the same time. But the spirit throughout the room was incredible. And so the song that I want to sing for you today is an improv of that, and so I hope that you can feel the spirit behind it, and it's not quite like the choir version because it's just little old me. But if you're watching this and you'd like to share your story, please do. You can put it down in the comments. You can link it up. That would be awesome. Or if you're watching this on Facebook, please comment, and I'd love to hear your remembrances and your tributes to the amazing people who are brave and those who serve our nation currently and who have in the past. And I love that heritage that we have. So God bless America, and happy September 11th.